Ridgeside K9. We're out there working with a nervous, kind of skittish, fearful GSP. And dog's on a 60-foot check cord. There's nothing being used right now, right? No anything. Pinch collar, e-collar, you name it, slip lead, not there. It's on 2 little flat collars with a 60-foot check cord. So again, as I move off, I want the dog to come with me. All I want the dog to do is follow me. I'm not worried about him running away when he's on 60-foot check cord. I can catch the dog with 60 feet, right? But I can take away the stimulus of being outside off leash and having to follow direction every little bit by using that lightweight string nylon check cord. Now, if I go down to the ground, he'll probably come here is my guess. No call. Nervous, right? Doesn't want to come over here. Let me show you why. So it's not that he's, I gotta fix that window cover. It's not that he's nervous to come to me. Yeah, come on, good boy. Yes, yes. What he's nervous about is that he's unsure. And what he's unsure about is being outside without constant compulsion, being jerked, pulled, pressure, tension from the leash. Where does he want to go? He wants to go back to the kennel. So what I've seen is that when you get a dog like this, super hyper, nervous, neurotic, if you go right to hammering the dog, I'll fix the dog, I'll show the dog. If I say heel, if I say recall, I'll show him. No, you won't. You'll really make the problem 10 times worse. However, if we can come out, get all equipment off the dog, except for these little flat collars, right? It's his normal collars. Put them on a check cord and then start moving. And really show the dog that you can be outside, move around, not have to follow physical direction, but start following movement. Once the dog gets that down and they'll start following you around on movement alone, then everything else will fall into place really, really quick. But we have to get that mindset of anytime I'm around the human, I'm going to get compulsion, physical direction, yanking and cranking, all this crazy stuff. If you can eliminate that very quickly, you'll have a dog that'll skyrocket in training, and you can get rid of a lot of that nervous energy simply by that. So movement will always cure most things, like I tell everybody. Structure is obviously right there with it, right? But before we worry about obedience training, we got to get through this little guy like you can be out here off leash and have fun. But right now he doesn't know that, right? He feels no tension right now. He feels no back pressure from the leash, so he doesn't know what to do. He has no idea. So I'm leaving him there. Come on, boy. Come on. He wants to come. He's probably over there shaking. But he's so conditioned to feeling that pressure, he doesn't know what to do. And this is very normal. Promise this dog is going to be awesome once he learns. See that paw up, really unsure, right? Very nervous, very unsure. We'll get him there, I promise. Deconditioning the value of being off leash to escape, and at the same time deconditioning the value of needing that constant back pressure, that constant tension of the leash is a very powerful thing. Total confusion. Promise we're going to make this dog amazing when he leaves here. You see this though, right? As soon as pressure's on the leash, the dog's on the move, right? So if I keep back pressure, the dog's on the move, doing his thing. Give him a little pull, come back, smelling, nose is on, all that stuff's working. But as you saw, the second I drop the leash and walk away, he no longer feels that pressure, he shuts down. So again, right, leash is tight, he's pulling me around, he's good. It's not that he doesn't want to walk and explore and turn his nose on, it's that when there's no tension, he's so accustomed to tension. His nose going up in the air, he's working, he's doing his thing, he's smelling the chickens over there. But as soon as that tension goes on, he's back in his normality, right? As soon as the tension goes away, it's an abnormality to him, and he's not accustomed to it, so he almost shuts down. So this is what we got to recondition. Be out here without, you see it, right? A minute ago, there was no tension, he was on his own, and he's like, what do I do now? As soon as I put tension on the dog, he's right back into it. Pull in, nose down, etc.